I am such a nerd when it comes to keeping track of finances, anything of that nature. But here are 5 things that I keep track of if you are very curious about what exactly you should keep track of. So, first and foremost is I keep track of my monthly expenses. I've been keeping track of this for, I'd say, like 5 years at this point, and it has really helped me understand how much money I spend each month. And let's say, for example, I spent a little more money last month. I'll be like, okay, well, the next month I should cut my expenses a little bit so that to kind of offset the amount of money I spent the month prior. The next thing I keep track of are my weekly expenses. This is the only thing I do on paper. And the reason why I like to write it down and be old fashioned is because when I write things down, I remember it better and I understand it better. So in this scenario, I'm understanding where my money is going into every single week, and I broke it down into different categories. Next up are my groceries. I've been starting to keep track of my groceries since last year when I moved in with my girlfriend down here in Charlotte, North Carolina. And the reason why I decided to do this was because I was honestly, genuinely curious how much money we would need to spend for 2 people. And after collecting all this data, it's roughly between $450 to $500 a month for 2 people. And honestly, I feel like that's is validating and really good to know. Next up is my rent and utilities. The reason why I keep track of this, even though my base rent is staying the same for the entire year, it's mostly to understand and see how much I'm spending for my utilities. And it's really cool to see that, in the summer months, obviously it's going to be higher, which it is, and because it's the hottest month of the year that we've had. So that is just some good information that I like to know. And I keep compare that to, what a 1 bed, 1 bath would be like compared to a 2 bed, 2 bath. Last but not least, I keep track of my paychecks and anything revolved around that. So for example, I'm keeping track of my federal withholding, my state tax, my Medicare, my vision care, what I'm putting into my 401k, and some personal things I like to keep track of too are how much I'm putting into my Roth IRA, if I have a CD account, how much I'm putting it in there, or my HYSA. And using all of this data, I get to see how much I made as a career, like career total made. And it's such a crazy feeling to see that's how much money I made. And I'm seeing the percentage of how much I've saved, put into my savings, my Roth IRA, my 401k, etc.